gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, we're going to have a real special lead story today. But first, it's sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. The lead story today isn't these three road ragers. It's the Chuck Holbrook, the underboss, is back in Northern Kentucky. He's back. Chuck is back. Chuck, here, come here. We're going to do an impromptu interview. How many years did you live in Arizona?
2 years, 9 months.
What is the current temperature in Arizona?
115.
How did it feel to get back last night and breathe in the Kentucky cool air?
Oh, it was something. I mean, you could just feel the oxygen from the grass and the trees. And
how many times did the rattlesnakes try to kill you, your wife, and the dogs while you were in Arizona?
One time for real, but a couple times.
I can't believe your dog did get bit.
Yeah.
You had rattlesnakes on your porch and stuff.
Yep, I killed that son of a gun good.
The underboss is the best buddy a man could ever have. I'm glad you're back.
Great.
Now get out of my frame. All right. That's the lead story for today. Now, road rage. Look at these three folks. You know, unlike the local news who won't comment on their looks, we comment. Do these three people look like trouble? Their names, Anthony Boyer, Josh Oranataya, we want to shame him, and Ashley Raymer. We're taken into custody connection to road rage, including guns, out on Route 50. Put them behind bars. Big law firms want racial quotas. And our black attorney general in Kentucky, Daniel Cameron, has joined others to say, nah, baby, nah. Remember, big law firms are the scourge of the earth. Maybe there's hope for Daniel Cameron, who came from Frost Brown Todd, a very big law firm. All right, and local news. Jake Fraley's back. Yes. You know, nobody mentions this about the Reds' free fall recently. Jake Fraley, Jonathan Indy have been out. And look what the hell happened. Joe Burrow's back in practice. I don't care if he's engaged or not. I just want him to play winning football. And you know what? Second year in a row we've had this, so he might be a little rusty, I guess. But at least he's healthy. Go, Joe, go. And Joe Burrow, I trust. The most important thing in a quarterback, isn't it not, Chuck, is the it factor. The win factor.
100%.
The difference between a winning quarterback. A great example is Carson Palmer, the Red Rifle, and Burrow. Burrow's a stone cold killer.
Right.
That's what you want as a quarterback. Brett Favre, Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
They got all these quarterbacks of all this talent, you know. Who was that? There was an Oakland Raiders quarterback that had the strongest arm in the freaking world, and he just sucked, huh?
Who was that? Plunkett?
No, not Plunkett. Plunkett was a winner. But anyway, FC Cincinnati, guess what? They beat Atlanta, and they're in the MLS Cup. We want Messi. We want Messi again. The city of Florence is broken ground on a new firehouse out on Dream Street. You know Dream Street, the place where we used to cruise back in the early 1980s and drive around McDonald's 1,000 times hoping to look for a girl. Do you believe the things you did? This was before the internet, kids. All right, new one, Northern Kentucky Center. Anything Northern Kentucky. I'm going to ask for Bulldog Media to be there. They want to be it all together, the chamber and all, Triad and all that stuff. And guess who was there to stick his shovel in the ground? I heard he hit a rock. Andy Bashir. I'm just joking about the rock. Isn't that what always happens when you hit a shovel? You ready for this important Cincinnati news? We made the World Series in gay softball. What the hell? I got to ask all the gays this question. You want to say gay pride. What would you say if the heterosexuals said, we made the heterosexual World Series? Isn't it better if we just have softball for everybody? Yes. You don't hear that on Channel 12, 9, or 15, 9, 12, 15, or 19, will you? All right, in Kentucky news, Jeff Ruby, the icon of restaurants in Cincinnati. By the way, I know Jeff Ruby. I even got his cell phone number. He was the only honest guy when I asked for help in the Durrani litigation, like a businessman to kind of help. He said, Eric, I make too much money on the hospitals. I said, thank you for your honesty, Jeff. And you know what? He's a swanky guy. He ain't my kind of guy at all. You know, he likes dealing with famous people where Bulldog Nation, your rank and file. You know, your picture's never going to be on Jeff Ruby's wall. But I I respect the hell out of this son of a bitch. He knows how to do a steakhouse. So he's remodeled Louisville, and it's back open. Christinaman, head there now. All right, Daniel, I think Chuck brings out the best in me when he's even in town. Cameron, he did his economic report with these in this warehouse with his little charts and everything else. Bullet points, not as good as my economic plan. The problem that Daniel Cameron has with his economic plan is generally Kentucky has two economies. Everybody who's doing really well and everybody who's living off the government. So that's a problem for him politically. All right, 4th District. This is the district. Matt Bevin won the 4th Congressional District by only 5 percentage points. Okay? Trump won this really big. The question is, how will Daniel Cameron do in the 4th Congressional District? Rumors are he's going to lose Campbell. He's going to lose Kenton. He'll win Boone. Guess where he is today with Congressman Massey? He is in, I think, Rowan County, Greenup County, and another county down that way. He's campaigning in the rural counties because I think he's got problems up here, and that could cost him the election. And you know what? The fact he's with Thomas Massey, bleh. All right. Opiate recovery centers. Hal Rogers, Representative Guthrie, McConnell, all of them get together and they say, we got some opiate recovery centers, here's some freaking money, blah, blah, blah. You know what? That's all fine and dandy, but they don't solve the underlying problem. The border. I'll bet you Hal Rogers opposes impeachment. I'll bet you. Crypto mining in Kentucky is going to be heavily regulated. Now, this is the most serious issue. Black bears. Chuck, if you didn't know this, apparently black bears in Kentucky are invading cornfields. My driveway, a half a mile long, is between cornfields. I take my gun on walks with my wife, and she thinks I'm paranoid and crazy. And I said, what if a wild pack of coyotes come after us? Well, now it could be a black bear. I think I got to start packing a rifle.
Higher caliber.
I think I need to pack a black bear comes out of that cornfield. You know what I'm going to do? Outrun my wife and Willow. I'm just teasing. I would protect my wife. I love Willow, but I would probably feed Willow to the bear. I wouldn't do that to Willow, all you dog lovers. Don't ever think that I'm like that quarterback, Michael Vick. I would pick up Willow and run with him. Or run with her, all right. Somebody going into Franklin County, you know, if you want to escape, you don't escape by jumping out of a car. By the way, you know who got pushed out of a moving car? And he admits this messed his brain up. He ain't right. Jeff Ruby. His ex-wife pushed him out of a moving car. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Hit his head. Brain injury. All right, struck by lightning. 2 kids from Lexington were playing golf, and they got struck by lightning. I don't know if you remember this. Sports of all sorts out in Cincinnati. It was a big lawsuit. A couple were sitting under a tree, got hit by lightning, and died. And there was a big lawsuit because they didn't have proper lightning things. By the way, on our new house, it's now 3 years old, Chuck, we have the most sophisticated lightning system there is on our home. It protects the house. It protects all the electronics. It just happened out here in, I think it was Villa Hills last week. A house got struck by lightning. And near where I live on Walton Nicholson, God, what's their names? Nicest guy in the world. His own little business. Really nice house. Struck by lightning and burnt twice. Oh my God. What are the odds? Wow. All right, in Ohio, police are on paid leave. You know what they did, Chuck? They shot this pregnant woman for stealing alcohol. You don't shoot people for stealing alcohol. You let them steal the alcohol. 59% of Ohioans support the legalization of pot. Why not? Everybody else does. You know what? I don't smoke pot. I've only smoked pot like 2 or 3 times. By the way, I did once with my wife. She's going to kill me. Don't tell her I'm saying this. Hey, we'll just leave it alone.
Great idea.
Great idea. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Anything I said during this show that's inappropriate is Chuck Holbrook's fault. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Sabrina, I hope you have a good day.